Expedition Bigfoot cancelled after horrific incident. The full story behind the shocking discovery that ended the search. The paranormal research community was rocked this week by the sudden cancellation of the hit series Expedition Bigfoot, following what insiders are calling the most terrifying encounter in Bigfoot hunting history. What began as a routine investigation into Sasquatch sightings in the remote Pacific Northwest turned into a nightmare scenario that forced the entire crew to abandon their mission and flee for their lives. This is the full, shocking story of the incident that ended the expedition, and may have brought researchers closer than ever to proving Bigfoot's existence. The investigation begins. Eerie discoveries in the wilderness. The team, led by veteran researchers Mireya and Russell, set up camp in one of the most remote areas of Washington's Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, where recent reports suggested increased Bigfoot activity. From the very first night, something felt wrong. We started hearing these sounds that defied explanation, Russell recounted in his final field report. It wasn't just the typical wood knocks or howls we're used to. These were guttural, almost human screams, like a woman being violently attacked. The audio recordings we captured still give me chills. The forest seemed to be sending them warnings. Researchers discovered a mysterious object that had been hanging 20 feet up in a tree, later identified as possible animal skin, disappeared without a trace overnight, despite no signs of human interference. Multiple nests of varying sizes, suggesting a family group rather than a solitary creature. Disturbingly fresh animal remains strategically placed throughout the area. Unidentifiable footprints measuring nearly 18 inches long pressed deep into the mud. The abandoned cabin. When the hunt turned deadly as a storm moved in on their third night, the team took shelter in a long-abandoned hunting cabin that showed signs of recent, unexplained damage. What happened next would change everything. We thought we were securing the perimeter, Mireya explained. But within hours, it became clear something was securing it against us. At approximately 2:37 a.m., researchers reported violent pounding on the cabin walls from multiple directions simultaneously. The distinct sound of something massive circling the structure. All electronic equipment failing simultaneously. Thermal cameras briefly capturing a towering, bipedal figure outside the windows. The final straw was when we found the deer carcass, said field technician James Bobo Fay. It wasn't just killed, it was arranged, placed right outside the door like some kind of warning. The kill zone, grisly evidence of a predator. The next morning's investigation revealed a scene straight out of a horror film. In a clearing just 200 yards from the cabin, researchers discovered a fresh kill site with multiple deer carcasses in various states of decomposition. Bones deliberately broken in ways inconsistent with natural predator behavior. Strange stick structures, forming crude markers around the perimeter, 47 separate footprints, indicating at least 3 different individuals had been observing the cabin. This wasn't just territory, Russell noted grimly. This was a display, a message. Whatever lives out there was showing us exactly what it was capable of. The final night, when researchers became the hunted on, what would become their last night in the forest, the team experienced what they describe as coordinated harassment by unseen forces. Simultaneous tree knocks from multiple directions, rock throwing from the tree line, overwhelming stench of rotting flesh that came in waves, distress calls mimicking human screams that seemed to move impossibly fast through the woods. It was playing with us, said audio analyst Bryce Johnson. And it was smart. Too smart. When we tried to record the sounds, they stopped. When we turned off the equipment, they started again. It knew what we were doing. The decision to abandon the expedition. After consulting with security experts and wildlife biologists, the production company made the unprecedented decision to immediately evacuate the team and cancel the remainder of the season. "We've faced dangerous situations before," said executive producer David Holthouse. "But this was different. This was systematic, intelligent harassment by something that clearly didn't want us there. Continuing would have been irresponsible." The aftermath: unanswered questions. In the weeks since the incident, several troubling developments have emerged. 3 separate lab analyses of the audio recordings have failed to identify the source of the Screams cast. Members have reported ongoing paranormal activity at their homes. The abandoned cabin mysteriously burned to the ground just days after the team left. Local authorities have reported a surge in missing pets and livestock in the area. What really happened in those woods? While the show's cancellation leaves many questions unanswered, several theories have emerged from the scientific community. The territorial defense theory. Researchers may have stumbled into the breeding territory of a family group, triggering aggressive protective behavior. The predatory stalking theory. Evidence suggests the creatures may have been systematically testing the team's defenses. The warning theory. The arranged carcasses and coordinated harassment may have been deliberate. Attempts to drive the humans out. The unthinkable theory. Some team members privately speculate they may have encountered something even more mysterious than Sasquatch. Conclusion. A line crossed. A mystery deepened. The cancellation of expedition. Bigfoot represents a turning point in cryptozoological research. For the first time on record, a professional team was forced to abandon their search not due to lack of evidence, but because the evidence became too dangerous to pursue. As Russell put it in his final log entry, "We went looking for legends. We found something that didn't want to be found. And now I understand why these woods have stayed silent for so long." The production company has stated that all raw footage and evidence will be turned over to a team of university researchers for further study. Whether the truth will ever be made public remains to be seen. One thing is certain: the forests of the Pacific Northwest have guarded their secrets once again. And this time, they fought back. The shocking cancellation of Expedition Bigfoot may have ended the show, but it only deepened the mystery. The team's terrifying encounters, vanishing evidence, guttural screams, and an intelligence that seemed to stalk them prove one thing: something is out there. Now, armed with bone-chilling audio recordings, thermal footage, and first-hand accounts, researchers are more determined than ever to uncover the truth. The forest may have driven them out, but the hunt continues. New expeditions are already being planned. Advanced technology, including AI-assisted audio analysis and night vision drones, could finally reveal what or who lurks in those dark woods. This isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Stay tuned. The biggest discovery may still be coming.